Oh my gosh, comedy is comedy is.
Don't stop. 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 Don't
Comedy is.
stop. don't 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 stop.
Hi, Biz. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Active people. That is comedy. None standing up there for any kind of thing. whether it is you're standing up or standing up, or if you're standing up because someone just made you that comfortable and you think that that is where you're supposed to be, and then somebody come over and they like, hey, that is my seat, buddy. And usually there are options. Usually it's like, okay, it's their seat. You do not have to really get up because they can go find somewhere else to sit, but they just want to let you know that is their seat. Or usually it is a assigned seat and you have no choice but to. I was in that situation, I tell you. And I I really thought I was in my seat. I tell you, I got my seat. Some people when they get to their seat, they just sit down and because it's their seat. But if I know it's my seat, I'm doing more than sit down. So I adjust everything. I padded my seat. I had everything. The whole atmosphere around my seat was just serene, and I had everything going on with my seat. And I was eating popcorn and everything, sipping on a big gulp. I had everything going on there with my seat. And then next thing it is one thing when one person come over and say, hey, you're in my seat. But it was a whole family. The whole family came over and said, you're in our section. And I was like, oh. He was like, yes, this is my seat. And I'm like, the rest of his family started sitting down. And I was looking around like, this is your seat. Like, I was trying to look around and think of other options. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know there has got to be, hey, you're in my seat, but I can go over here. But no, it was not that kind of party. I was actually really in that person's seat. Just messed up the whole family outing there. So I had to adjust the seat. And I thought it was my seat, so I really like made a mess. It was, it was my seat. I had everything going on. I had napkins everywhere. My big gulp had just spilled over because it was a big gulp, and I just got a little greedy on the ice, and everything was just messed up there. But I just politely got up and went to my seat. Yes, I did. I gathered my things and I went where? To my seat. It is something.
Don't
You just take
stop.
it.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't
Oh my gosh, yes. So, taking up space. What's the thing there? Dishware shopping, people. It's not something that people really stand around and talk about as they talk about with art or with shoes and stuff like that. You're standing there looking at the dishware. You're thinking, hey, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a while. I don't know anybody that go to the dishware section and decide that they know what they want when they want it and get it and out. It's not happening. They're going over in the dishware section. They're gonna be there for a long time. Yes. Oh man, and there's something in the comedy area. Yeah, yes, Iceland people, Iceland. Oh my gosh, you know, I go and I go there and I sit in on the trial, in the commercial that's being prepared at the same time. And then there's a heckler that said, "Hey, you've never been to Iceland." I'm like, um, stay out of this. Just stay out of it. So they had that going on there. And the funniest thing is I have to say it because it's just so funny to me. And so I'm sitting there on the pew in the courtroom and I'm thinking, hey, you've seen one court case, you've seen them all, you've seen one commercial, you've seen them all. And what happens? They start doing a commercial at the same time they're handling a court case. And the thing is, the court case was real. The commercial was real. The court case was real. But there were like a couple of lines going on there, and I'm one of those. I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing all of it. But this is the line that I heard that when you're in court, you want to make sure that you're professional and you're quiet and you just and that you know what each party is talking about. And you want to have that look on your face and you want to have that pew posture of sitting and listening. And that is how I try to present myself whenever I go into a courtroom. But there is always something that gets me out of that. And so I'm sitting there and I'm trying to be in posture mode, but not really listening because I'm thinking to myself, this is some crazy stuff here going on. Yes. But also I was thinking this is some crazy stuff. Then I heard the line, and then I heard order in the court. Everything just got crazy. And so this was um this was the mucho frio, ouch my thumbelina line that happened. So it went like this. It was two guys talking. And of course, one was on the podium, one was on the bench, sitting next to the judge, and the other guy was standing in front of the one that was sitting next to the judge, and so this is how their conversation went. So the guy standing in front of the guy sitting next to the judge started the conversation off like this: Amigo two.
Don't stop. 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 Don't
That's what it got.
stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't.
So the guy was standing there, and the guy was like,
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
so the guy was like, Amigo too. Say two did no stocking catch fishing. And then the other guy sitting next to the judge said, no, none of us fish fishing. And then the guy standing in front of the guy sitting next to the judge said, then what is in two buckets? And so the judge got loud. And the judge was like, order in the court, order in the court. Um, but I just could not figure out why the judge was saying order in the court because there was nothing really happening for the judge to order in the court. But that was just hilarious. There, so the conversation was like, just crazy there, and I had to say the conversation one more time there, yeah, so I won't have to mention who is speaking. Yeah, so it was like Amigo two, say two did no stocking, catch fishing, no, none of a fish fishing. Then what is into bucket? So I know people was like, "What is so funny about that?" It was just totally hilarious, girl. Because they were mixing Spanish with English, and that is what was funny. Um, because that was the first time they brought up any Spanish speaking in that sentence, and that is why it was just so funny to me. So it's like Amigo two, say two, did no stocking catch fishing. No, none of a fish fishing. Then what is in two bucket? It's a two bucket. That was just totally funny there, I tell you. Mm, 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 mm. So, this is comedy is there. Oh man, I just laughed myself to a snotty throat there, and it's just something when you laugh like that. Yeah. So, um, so I laugh like that. It's just crazy. Let me make sure the mic is on there. The mic is on. Everything is recording because sometimes you get going and then you look up and you're like, hey, nothing recorded. Actually, I was just opening there and I hadn't really gotten started. Yeah, so kind of is. Let me do this Joe's backwards. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so they say that marriage is like very popular. People just shout and clap at that moment of just of the word. Marriage went to escalating amongst the official category. Official, used as in a sentence as referee and umpire. So they're saying that in that official area, marriages went up big time. Those referee umpires and officials have been getting hitched there. Um, it seems that to wed is serious to them, and they consider it making it official. And I'm like, just go ahead and make it official already. High and puffed out hair is fatting at this moment. High and puffed out hair is fatty. You not get too many complaints about people that is in front of you or near you with high and puffy hair as you would if it was not bad. So it is a fact. People is not complaining about it and they're loving every minute of it. Yes, that's what they're doing at this moment. Some people it's like actually it is so in that I went and recently and purchased one of those cone picks, and they were like, why is you buying a pick? Yes, is what they say. Oh my gosh. What happened to the sit and under the dryer with accommodation there? There's no accommodation. Hair is dry um just in the middle, because the high and puffy hair is fat. So whenever you get under the dryer now, you're only going to be dry in the middle. You're not going to be dry on the outer rim because all of the hair cannot get under the dryer at all. Yes. So you're just like, hey, the dryer went off. My hair's dry, and they just work around it. Just work around that middle part. So it's what they do. And I don't know what hair salon that is, but I know not to go there. And I want you working around um in that area like that. And if it's going to be poofy and froey there, I want it poofy and froey. That's how I want it. Yes. Ever try to leave a dryer, but your head is stuck because they put too much of that gel on your hair somewhere, and it's like the gel got stuck up in the holes, the top of the dryer and the inside. Yes, and you just like trying to get the lid up. Can you get the lid up? And then you go and push the button, and it lift it up by itself, and it just will not do. Yes, I've had that happen. Surely no one has ever had that happen because it is a joke. Yes. Everybody is sitting around like, wait a minute, I know a couple of people that she could be talking about. No, no. And the other guy over there is like, I know a whole nationality of people this woman is talking about. I'm about to leave. And it is a joke. Surely nobody's getting stuck under the dryer. Oh man. Oh, those coming from a fresh manicure. I tell you, people, when you come from a fresh manicure and you just happen to forget that you went and got your nails manicured because you forget because they're just so flawless there. And then when you find yourself trying to get from under the dryer and the gel is stuck and you just get to fumbling, and next thing you know, what happened? The dryer has tainted the polish. Yes, it has there. You'll be surprised how many salons do inventory, and they're just like, hey, we have to find these customers that ruin the dryer with all this nail polish. Surely it is not more because it is just a joke. Yes. No need to come looking for me. People, why? Why is you getting a table by a window? Why? Why do you want a table by the window? If you're out and about, and you have some people that requested it, like, hey, table by the window. Yes, and then you have some people that say nothing at all. They just do the hand movement. They point at the table, then they point at the window. Yes. And then they try to act like they don't understand what you're saying. And they're like, um, you have another party member that have not arrived yet? Table by the window. Is it going to be a long time before they arrive? Table by the window. Yes. Hmm. So I mean, like sitting at the table by the window is just like sitting in your vehicle, um, that has a recliner. You know that you're never going to use because you is one of those modest drivers. Now, why do people get vehicles with all those functions and do not use them? Uh, like, come on, use the functions already. I just despise hopping in people's vehicle. They have all the functions and they use nothing. Just use it already. Use it. It's okay to just recline just a little, just a little. You don't have to recline all the way. Ah, oh man, set it and forget it. Just set it and forget it. Do not apply to all functions of mobility there. Hey, and I'm speaking about a lot of functions, like your mother's fridge, that is like wobbly, dark, not really getting all the way chilled. It is still on the same setting to when they delivered it to the home some time ago. Some time ago. Set it and forget it did not apply to the fridge. Yes. There's a reason that they have all that stuff going on the setting area and the inside of the fridge, and people do not use it. And then they wonder why their fridge is leaking, why it's wobbling, and all kind of things is going on with it. Just sit it and forget it. And they use it. Oh, set it and forget it is not for you to go on vacation and leave your cockatoo of a rooster on the lawn there, people. Knowing you're going to be on a 2 to 3 week vacation. Easy vacation. It do not mean to set it and forget it. You have to teach your cockatoo of a rooster how to maneuver and not stay in that one spot there. This is what you have to do for your cockatoo of a rooster. Mm. Precious gems like rubies and diamonds and gold and pearls, all of these things, silver is competing in their own pageant. They figure everybody have their pageant. It's our time, and that is what they do. Even the crowns of the royalty as kings and queens, they too is in their pageant because it is considered a precious gems they have there going on. Crown is considered a precious gem. So they have their own pageant going on there, and it is so hard to find out who would be in the forefront there. People come in with all kind of gems and stones, and they love tiaras and all of that stuff. Um, my only question is, what is going to be the prize? What is the winner of the pageant going to get? A crown or tiara? The crown is in the pageant. I really, I know. Mm, I'm not sure monetary is in the pageant, but well, it's not really falling under um that area there, but it is part of that. Family have the function there. Wallpaper had a new pattern. A lot of people gathered around at a spot to view the new wallpaper pattern. Guess who did not arrive? Painters. Painters is like, I'm not going to that. They say toothpaste is a struggling business now for those that are doing their starter business. that decided they want to go in the toothpaste area. They want to put toothpaste, not to say that they want to make toothpaste their number one seller, but they want to put toothpaste on their shelf. But the problem came when people were like, hey, uh-uh, toothpaste is not selling, and based on the history check there. So I'm not going to go with the long tubes. I'm just going to go with the traveling tubes. And then they were just like crazy, like wow, during inventory round table meeting when they found out the traveling tubes were not selling either. Because people want to, just decide that they just do not need that. They just clean each other teeth. Didn't you hear that the wedding went up over there, people making it official, and that's what they do. They just clean each other's teeth. Yes, that's what they do. Oh my gosh, comedy is comedy is comedy is. You would think comedy is in every language. It's some people echo. They like comedy is in every language. Comedy is in every language, and I'm like, really? I did not think that comedy is in every language. But they say it is in every language there. Yes. So I'm not gonna go on in the rest of the comedy because in that area because the rest of it went into me having to tell people about themselves. Just like the coconut that hit me on the head there. Yes, it did. I was like crazy. And that is it. That's comedy is because the rest of that is some things that happen behind the stage. That's what happened there.
Don't stop. 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 Don't stop.
Hmm. Comedy isn't that something? Yes. Some of my fans got a glimpse of me out and about. And they're like, "Oh, comedies! Comedies! Woo! Comedies! Yay!" They're like, "You big time now. You big time comedies. You big time." And I'm like, if you only know how many times people go by and they see comedy is, and they have no reaction. They just say comedy is. Some and some say that not at all. And those are the people that I know really know me. If there is no reaction or nobody says it, then I know that they know me. Everybody else is like, there's comedy going on over there. Let's go check it out. There's comedy over there. Oh, that sign says comedy is. Let's go over there. Let's go. Comedy is. Oh, there's comedy is. It's hilarious. It's funny. That's that crowd. And then those other people's like, comedy is. Yes. I know you know me. If you feel that way about comedy is, if you feel so sour about comedy is, you know me personally. I tell you, well, at least you think you do. You think you know me personally. Oh man, maybe I should be part of the you do not know me choir. Oh, this is acting like a coconut. And you better find out what I did to the coconut. Cause you don't know me. Yes. Comedy is. You big time now. You know comedy is. Yes, I do. And yes, I am big time. No doubt. My DVD made it in the basket. I was like, yes, my DVD is in the basket. My DVD is in the basket. Yes, it is in the basket. And then somebody came up to me like, you could have did the design for your DVD way better than what you did. And when you packaged it, it was just like I was like, quit telling So go away. You're trying to steal my thun. You're stealing my thun. And yes, I packaged. Yes, I did the packaging for my DVD there. Yes. So people know how to run a celebration, do they not? Mm-mm-mm. So I tell you. You ever sit at the doctor's office and you waiting, you sign a clipboard and everything for you to see your doctor, and next thing you know, your doctor comes out the door and is in the hands of enforcement, being apprehended, risk getting shackled. First thing everybody is waiting there to do is look at the receptionist. And the receptionist is stacking the clipboards. Yes, stacking them without the papers on them. Oh my gosh, what is she going to say? We got to come back. They have to reschedule. We have to make another appointment. Please tell me we didn't have to make another appointment. Please tell me that they have somebody that can go and get them out. Everybody said they had something good on television, so everybody was looking around like, we'll just wait. We'll wait. Wait till you get back. Yes, I tell you. Oh man. How about being at the mart online and you see the store manager getting apprehended? uh, this one decided they want to grab a buggy instead of holding one of the items. And what happened? You get there, and mart manager is being apprehended there. Mhm. Yeah, been at a home function, and the male host is having a function. Is being apprehended and cuffed there by law enforcement. And everybody look around at his daughter. It's like, what did you say? What did you say? You must have said something. Oh my god, this is so funny there. Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. This is comedy is there. Comedy is. Dun, 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 dun. So, I think that might be on comedy there. Mm, mm, yeah. So that was comedy.